I know this is going to sound weird, but now you can earn more money on YouTube by actually doing less. What do I mean by that? Check out the length of this video. Oh yeah.
vidIQ.
vidIQ.
vidIQ.com.
If you are a part of the YouTube Partner Program and monetize your content, no doubt you saw this email at the beginning of July, telling creators that going forward, the threshold for inserting mid-roll ads into videos would be 8 minutes rather than 10 minutes. So in theory, let's say every single month you were able to create 4 videos, each of them 10 minutes long. Well, now you've got the luxury of shaving 2 minutes off each video and being able to make 5 videos every single month, 8 minutes long, and still earn the same mid-roll ad revenue. Yes, I know that's incredibly hypothetical. But when a system puts in place criteria that must be met, you do start to see behaviour such as this. Content stuffing to reach that golden number. And today, the logical advice, which I'm not going to dispute, has been if you want to earn the maximum amount of revenue from your content through adverts, then make your videos at least 10 minutes long. So is a new advice, make your videos at least 8 minutes long? And are people going to follow that? It's going to be interesting to see the average length of videos in a month's time on YouTube. There's also an interesting subtle side argument here. Generally speaking, collectively creators are encouraged to increase watch time on all of their content. And yet YouTube now is pseudo encouraging us to create shorter videos? I mean, we could ask YouTube why they've done this, but we're not going to get an answer from them, so here's my educated guess. I reckon that the original 10-minute threshold for mid-roll ads was a somewhat arbitrary figure from YouTube. But now, after years of data and billions of views, YouTube have found that sweet spot for when somebody is going to watch a video, accept mid-rolls on it, and then potentially watch more content afterwards, keeping people on the YouTube platform. You can't just have mid-roll adverts on videos over 30 minutes because they're too long, and I don't think anybody's going to stomach mid-roll ads on videos of under 3 or 4 minutes. We do know that YouTube are trying to move away from just raw watch time as a signal, and they're trying to encourage quality watch time, which we all as creators are still trying to understand. So yeah, if we're giving YouTube the benefit of the doubt, 8 minutes is a sweet spot for them, and it's perfect for us because it means we can earn more money from shorter videos. Or if you like, you can toss this theory out of the window and accuse YouTube of a cynical cash grab. But are they really going to risk harming their platform in such a manner? If you have an opinion or some facts, let us know in the comments below. In further good news for creators, this change is retroactive, meaning that any videos you previously published on your channel that are between 8 and 10 minutes long are now eligible for mid-rolls, and YouTube have automatically turn them on for you unless you opted out before the change. So far, the data is inconclusive as to whether this is increasing revenue on those 8-minute videos, but it is very early days. Again, if you have proof of positive or indeed negative impact on your revenue, do let us know in the comments below. Another theoretical question for you now. Since there are going to be more adverts overall on YouTube, does that mean we finally got past the adpocalypse issues that have plagued the platform for years, and YouTube is starting to put their trust back in us as creators? Kind of. What YouTube have done is to make us as creators more accountable for our content by asking us to self-certify our videos against things like inappropriate language, violence, adult content, and so on. Each of these things could limit the ads that appear on your content, but you can't just lie because YouTube is matching up your answers to automated and human review of your video content. The more accurate you are, the less likely you need to go through this step, and the more freedom you have to stick adverts on your videos. If you want to learn more specifically about self-certification of your videos and how it impacts monetization on your channel, then do check out the full tutorial over here. Now, this all seems like pretty good news, right? YouTube can earn more revenue from adverts. We as creators can place more adverts on our videos so that we get a share of our advertising revenue, and advertisers can pick and choose from more videos to reach their intended target audience. But we're forgetting about one big player in all of this, and that is the YouTube audience, who have to suffer through these adverts. What's up, dudes? Just enjoying a little R&R here. Drinking some Dom Perignon out of a YouTube mug because that's the type of obscene wealth that allows me to do weird flexes like this. I was just thinking how a couple of years ago I had to use public transport, but the life that's afforded to me now enables me to buy models of Kia Sorentos and admire them through plastic casing. I'll tell you, I love my life right now. And the way I was able to achieve this was through my very simple 42-step course of repurposing content on YouTube and sticking mid-roll ads all over them. And if you upgrade right now to the 117-step plan, then you, like me, in weeks could afford a Star Wars Millennium Falcon. So don't delay. Click now. I think we can all agree on this. Nobody ever clicks on a YouTube video and says to themselves, boy, I cannot wait for all of these adverts. Put simply, on the one side we have creators and on the other side we have viewers. And what connects these two is the distribution platform known as YouTube. This has suddenly got really weird. The moment you as a creator put an advert in your video, you are creating an obstacle, a barrier to the value that the viewer is going to get from your content. But at the same time, you as a creator want to make this sustainable, right? You can't always make YouTube videos for free. So on the one hand, you've got to build your community, and on the other hand, you need to build your YouTube business. And it is a fine balance. So if you are gonna go down the 8-minute mid-roll ad route, here are a couple of simple tips. A simple question for you, the viewer, is how many adverts do you think you are willing to go through in an 8-minute video? And I guess my answer would be at most 2. And I think it's really important to provide the viewer with some real value before you chuck in any adverts. So you're probably looking at your first mid-roll at maybe 3 or 4 minutes, and then another one at the 5 to 6 minute range. Now, of course, you can leave all of this to YouTube to automatically insert the mid-roll ads, but if you are really strategic, you can place them exactly where you want to in your videos. From the monetization screen, once the mid-roll checkbox is ticked, you should be able to click on the Manage Mid-Rolls link. If you add info cards and end screens to your videos, this screen should be fairly familiar. I will give YouTube some credit on this one because the automatic mid-roll ad, whilst very early in the video, was placed strategically right after the channel logo intro. And that's what I recommend you do with your mid-roll ads. Place them strategically at points where you've created tension in the storytelling, or you've just revealed or are about to reveal something integral to why the viewer clicked on the video in the first place. Also consider this, an advert may play before the video even starts. That's called a pre-roll. So do you want a mid-roll coming in the first minute after they've already gone through that first advert? But what if you stack all of your mid-rolls towards the end of a video and half of your audience abandons your video in the first couple of minutes because you have poor audience retention? Then they're never going to see those mid-roll ads and you're not going to earn the revenue from them. This topic is absolutely fascinating and I could go on forever, but to be honest, that's 8 minutes. See ya.